Howdy. And welcome to Ciao Bella Shala, a podcast about Shala and Shala's boutique and all things fashion, fun, and fun stories. Lots of stories. We got some good ones today. Welcome on this overcast day. We've been having some rain all week.
Oh, it's been horrible. I can't wait
not good for business.
This.
But thank God we have a website, and we always appreciate the support on these slow, rainy days that people don't come out of the house because everyone's afraid they're going to melt, I guess. They do it in England, people. They walk around in the rain all the time.
Oh, they even take their children.
Yeah, they have those plastic.
Stroller.
Yes.
Yeah,
So come on out and see us. We got a store full of stuff, or you can always shop online. But anyway, I digress. Now, sit back, relax, and enjoy this week's podcast, where I got two good stories that I thought about, and I
forgot the second.
Oh wait, I got a good one. So I did have somebody ask a while ago, how do you keep track of everything in your store, and how do you know if anything gets misplaced, or actually if anything's ever been stolen? And I said, yeah, it's a lot of undertaking. We manage well, but I don't have to worry about anybody stealing anything because I got the pit bull right here that's watching everything. And that brought us to this story that is one of the all-time favorite stories of what's happened in the store about, I'm gonna get to you. Don't worry, she's gonna talk. Get to the point where, did you ever have somebody try to shoplift in the store? And I can say, honestly, yes, we have had somebody try to shoplift in the store. And this is how it transpired. This story is the best. So go ahead, Shala. Tell us about this story about the person that tried to steal from you.
We were in the old store.
Yep, the old store.
But my desk was...
If anybody's been to the way the store is, when you come into the front of the store, you come into the door and Shala's desk is in the back.
Right.
And it's just
so
like
I can see everything.
So she can see everything.
At that time, we had Margaret's tins all over
Our dear friend Margaret from the Housewives of New Jersey. Before she was a housewife, she used to do these great buckets.
Beautiful tins, all different mittens,
flip-flops, everything.
Everything.
And we used to carry stacks of them.
And in the window.
Yeah, in the window.
So we had it all around. This woman comes in, and at the time we had some fancy jewelry that was in front of me. I made sure all the jewelry was that I could see.
The high-cost stuff. Yeah. In her eyesight, as always.
Right. So this woman comes in, very nice, and I said hi, and she's looking around, and as she passed my desk, she stopped and looked at the jewelry, and then she walked, and I looked, and I said, there's something missing. So Vicky was in the
I'm in my back. So I'm in the back of the stock. I'm in the back of her desk in my stock room at that time. That's where my desk is, my office. I can listen to.
So I knew there was an earring missing from the display. So I said, Vicky, do you know where that certain earrings was? She comes out, looks at me, and I go...
Yeah, she gives a... And I go running to the front of the store. I'll never forget. This was so funny. I go running to the front of the store. I run back. I go, I don't know where it could be.
Okay. The woman is still walking.
Sauntering. Not rid of care in the world.
Yeah. So I get up and I start following her. So she had a tote bag and a pocketbook, but it was like...
It's like one of those Louis Neverfulls, so it wasn't, it was open. And didn't have,
So I follow her and just pretending that I'm looking, and she hits Margaret's tins, and they go down, and Vicky comes, and I look...
and she's trying to fix it. Mom's like, I'll fix it. And as she's trying to do it, go ahead.
I see my earrings in her pocketbook. I put my hand in there, took it out. I said, they're mine, not yours.
Oh, yes, she did. The lady just sauntered still. She didn't do it. And I'm like, I'm calling the police. And she's like, she didn't say anything. She just looked at us like it was nothing. Now, I have to preface this. It was a nice, she had an accent. She was English. Right? She was English. But... Not to say anything about it, but I'm just saying, it was like, you would not have thought she was somebody that was shoplifting or anything. She was dressed nice, having a conversation, very, whatever.
Absolutely.
So she goes, I go right in the back to call the police.
I said, she calls the police. The two policemen come, and Vicky's telling him. But she just went out. So the police and Vicky go out looking for her. At that time, there were two stores away from us. Was manicure, pedicure. So as they're walking, they look in the store.
I look to the right inside the manicure, pedicure. who's getting a pedicure but the lady that just stole from us? No joke. Feet in the water and everything. So I go, now the police were in front of the store. I go running back to the police and go, she's right in there. So he goes into the store, and then that was the end of what we heard. So then the lady from the manicure slate goes, what happened? And so she came, she goes, she never paid me for the pedicure. So she saw me, goes running back to the police. She got up from the chair from what the lady said, took her bag, and walked out the back door where the police was coming in the front door. Then we had, at our time, the landlord give us the videotape so we could give it to police so they could, they never found her.
No.
They never found her. I mean, literally in 2 minutes, whatever. But it was just so funny the way that she just, if you know Shala, those are mine. Whoop. Oh my God, it was so funny. Yeah.
We didn't
No,
have
so
anybody.
I can say that, don't try to steal in this store because you got her always looking.
Oh, and
yeah,
I
she
also knows
the way we set up everything in the stores. We know and she looks.
Yeah.
So I have to say, knock on wood, that was the only one. So yes, that's our little funny theft story. So so that was a good one. And then I got another good story for her to tell. So you all loved our travel story from last week with okay. Now we have another travel story. You remember the time when it was like the shoe bomber who was
in England?
Well, no, I don't know if he was in England.
He was getting on
Paris or whatever it was. So they made travel that you couldn't travel on the plane with anything. You had to go into so we were in Venice coming home from Italy. And when we were in Venice, Mom would always dress up and she would have jewelry and all that stuff, right?
They would have big dinners,
right?
Bands,
It was a fancy.
So I took
she always dressed nicely. So
I took my good jewelry with me, and there was a safe. There was no problem.
Right.
So I took all my jewelry, and so now we're traveling home, and they said the airlines goes, there is nothing, no pocketbooks. You can only carry a plastic bag with your medication and your travel documents.
Right.
Nothing else. Well, I'm looking at my hand full of VAT, that all the stuff that I bought, I want my VAT, and I can't take my jewelry.
Well, she could pack her jewelry. And listen, we love traveling. We don't pack anything valuable in our suitcases.
No, absolutely not.
We take it on with us.
So we had to put it in there.
Oh, she was not having it.
So I said, oh, maybe I can get away. No, Mom, you can't. So Vicky and Kathy was with us. So I said, okay, girls, you're going to have to put my jewelry on. So I had a choker.
I wore the choker. Now, my neck and her neck are two different sizes. I had to wear the choker. Kathy, who was very simple, done bracelets and rings, and oh my God, it was crazy.
So we go to the airport. Right. Only people that are flying to London and then New York.
Right.
That had to.
They weren't letting anyone in the airport that was not flying, so you couldn't go in the airport to pick up people. You had to wait outside, so it was like chaos. It was very much chaos.
At that time, we had to go to Gatwick, and from Gatwick to Heathrow. So we had a driver that picked us. When we got to London, Heathrow, oh my God, the line,
out the door.
The security was unbelievable. But thank God we were flying business class, so there was a different section. So we get in and we go to check our luggage. And the girl behind the counter, Madam, you can't take those envelopes. But they're my VAT. No, you can't. You have two choices. Either put them in the suitcase or throw them out. Yeah. Not my VAT. I can't take
because of the reason why because we couldn't take any carry-ons on plane. So when you do the VAT, you have to show them what you purchased, and London is very strict. They always ask to look at the stuff. So if she had the VAT and the bag was already checked in, you can't prove that you have it. So they want to see what you have. So that's why she was carrying the stuff. And she was like, I want it, they're like, no. And we're like, Mom, what are you going to do?
Yeah, they all looked at me. Okay, I put it in my suitcase.
Begrudgingly.
So I put it in my suitcase. Then we went up. The feet of her shoes.
Yeah, who we saw there? We saw Lester Holt.
He was
there doing, and he was in line with us too. This line was insane.
It was unbelievable. We finally get to, at that time we were flying American Airlines. We get to the gate. And
I don't even think you could have used a cell phone. I don't think you could have.
No,
you
nothing.
And they were throwing cell phones away. They were not. No, there was no joke.
No.
They were throwing. Heathrow was no joke.
No. Oh God.
Heathrow has really strict rules.
They
still
are. Yeah. So we get to our gate, and then they boarding us. Then we're I mean, it's been so long, and we want to get home. So the pilot comes on. Well, everybody's in, and now we have to send everybody's name to America, and for them to okay everybody to enter America. So
He
another,
said we're going to pull off to the side
right.
and wait till we get the okay to come into the States. Oh my gosh. And not like nothing. No earbuds.
Nothing.
No books. You couldn't read because you couldn't bring a book on the plane. You couldn't do anything. No. So they must have given out earbuds and watched TV that way because you couldn't bring a book. You couldn't do anything. 7 hours. That was a rough one. Not a pen. Nothing. So and that time we had to fill out customs form and all that stuff. Now everything's all digital.
Yeah,
we didn't even have a pen.
We didn't have anything.
Yeah, well, you had to fill out the form anyway when you come to the United States. But anyway, so that was another of our fabulous travel stories. Yeah, we got loads of them. Traveling with the pals sometimes is a treat.
No,
it's yes. You know, I'm sure we're not the only ones that have ever had.
Well, to finish the story, this was August, and in November, my husband and I went back to Italy, and coming home, I put all my VAT.
She slipped it in.
And all they did is stamp it.
They stamped
so
it.
I got my.
So she got her VAT.
I got my.
So it ended up
money
working
back.
out well because that was, you know.
Oh, that's a
Shala
lot
likes to
of
shop.
money.
We all know that. So, yeah. So.
So we did that.
Yeah. So that was a good one. That was fun. Traveling with the pals is always an experience.
This what's
now it's just more than it's the two of us. And we still get travel stories too. Traveling with Shala's.
Oh, I'm not a problem.
Well, no, she's not a problem. She's a good traveler, but she's one of those when we're waiting in line and she wants to be first in line.
You know, one thing I hate. I am paying this money for this ticket. I want.
She's a rule follower. She doesn't like people pushing it ahead of her. But
and then you look at them; they're on seat 29, and they're in the front. I mean, come on. And the one thing I can't stand in Heathrow: parents with children, infants. I can understand, but 16-year-old.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
Shala's a rule follower. She likes to be first in the line, but it happens. She's It's interesting, that's to say the least. But anyway.
You have problems?
No, never having problemes.
I'm sure anybody would travel with me.
Be careful what you wish for. That's all I can say. No, she's good. You know, traveling's not fun. Whatever.
No, not today.
No, not today. But anyway, so so that's one of our travel stories, and that was our other story. So I think we've told you some good stories, but so I think we're done for today. You know us, we like it nice and short.
Yeah, absolutely.
We thank you for following along. Like I said, come and see us. We always love to hear from you. And if you have any other ideas or what you want to hear from us, we'd happy to share anything with you. Remember to like and subscribe. Tell your friends. Come and see us. You can come to the website. You can go to the YouTube channel. Shala loves when I tell her that people are commenting in there and stuff. So, and yes, these hats are for sale at the store. We do have a couple of them. They're beautiful repurposed hats. Yes, they're on sale at the store, so you can come on in or call us. And remember,
Ciao Bella.
Ciao, ciao.